And not any old sock. I mean, we're talking about the #1 best-selling sock brand at HSN, and that's CopperFit. This is a brand that infuses copper ions and copper threads into your athletic wear, into your leisure wear, your everyday wear. They even make underwear. CopperFit is bringing us today a 10-pack of the unisex ventilated performance sock. And so it really is such a great sock today. Am I moving? Or are we taking a moment? Okay, so essentially it's a 10-pack today. You can choose, the color you're seeing there on the lovely Jen is white. We also have it available for you in the 10-pack of gray, and then we also have it available for you in the 10-pack of black. Only 2 sizes to choose from. It's small, medium, or large, extra large. The small medium will fit a men's shoe size of 5 to 9, a women's 6 to 10, and then the large, extra large will fit a men's shoe size of 10 to 12, women's 11 to 13. What makes these socks so special? First of all, crazy price today at $2 and change per performance sock. This is not just the socks you buy in bulk at the bulk store. This is a performance sock, but what it has is all these wonderful features built in. So I'm gonna take you on a little tour of why these have broken all the records at HSN and why it's HSN's #1 sock. First of all, it's got copper. And you're saying, well, what do I need copper for? If you look up the benefits of copper, we know that it's naturally moisture wicking. It inhibits naturally the growth of mold and mildew and bacteria. So means your shoes and your feet are fresher longer. Notice they gave you a heel tab, and not only a heel tab, a cushioned heel tab. So now your socks aren't sliding into your shoes all day and you're adjusting all day. Reinforced heel and reinforced toe. And why that's important is because that's where our socks wear the most. They rub on our shoes, they wear the most, and so you get the toe sticking out after a couple of months because they haven't been reinforced. They have thought of everything with this sock. You're also getting ventilation in here. So if you can see, we want your feet to feel airy and fresh, and nobody wants a sweaty foot. And so you've got those ventilated panels, and then you've got the arch compression. Compression is a big deal. And I used to think it was only for people with, you know, circulation problems or women that were pregnant, but not so. Think of compression as like a gentle hug, whether it's on your legs, if you're wearing compression tights or leggings or long socks. Think about compression as a little hug on that arch, which basically gives support to your feet. So it really, really just makes the foot feel better at the end of a long day. So lots of features in these socks that you would never get for $2 a pair anywhere else. And so CopperFit makes these wonderful deals with HSN, knowing we have sold thousands and thousands of these. And they really give us this amazing deal of $24.95 for a 10-pack of socks. Colors, once again, gray, white. We also have it available for you in the black. Notice that you get the multicolors as well, so it doesn't matter which option you choose, you get the fun pops of color in there as well. And these are the smart ankle socks that essentially don't slide into your shoe all day, because that's annoying as well. Here are your sizes, once again, very easy. These are unisex. You can buy, buy your partner, a 10-pack, maybe in the black or the gray. You buy the white, so now nobody's ever fighting or mismatching socks. Small, medium will fit a men's 5 to 9, women's 6 to 10, and then the large, extra large, 10 to 12, and women's 11 to 13. But every time we come on with these, I almost feel silly, because I feel like we rant and rave about socks, and people at home must be saying, these hosts are crazy. But you don't know until you put them on. And read the reviews on all our other CopperFit socks. The reviews are outstanding. They always go on to becoming a customer pick. This is something you probably use every single day, and you haven't put much thought into it until you have a sock that's annoying, or until your feet are stinky, or until your socks are always breaking at the toe or the heel. These people at CopperFit have thought of everything, so they made a better sock. Not only is it all of the details on the sock that you love and that have made them customer picks at HSN, but it's the quality of the fabric. It's the copper ions. And you might be saying, I don't think I need copper ions. I promise you when you get these home, you're gonna understand why. Copper's the latest trend in clothing, in underwear, in sleepwear. It's a big deal. You're not gonna feel it either. It's not something that you're saying, well, that's scratchy or that's odd or itchy or, no, you're not gonna feel it. It doesn't wash out easily. You know, you will own these for years and years and still reap those benefits of keeping that sock fresher, less stinky, longer. And those are just the natural properties of copper. So remember, lots to talk about with this sock. A cushioned heel or ankle strap. That little heel tab means your shoes or your socks are not getting gobbled up by your feet. Notice how you even have the size on them, so you know, easier when you're sorting the laundry. Reinforced heel. It is literally thicker and reinforced terry on the heel and on the toe. You got the ventilation on both sides, so in the toe area and also on the back arch of the arch of your foot as well. And then you've got that little bit of compression, that little bit of arch support wrapping around your foot. So, you know, for those of you that have tried compression items before, you know that it could make all the difference after a long day on your feet. If your feet sweat a lot too, by the way, I want you to try these socks. Like if you're always saying, I just feel so uncomfortable because my feet are sweaty, my feet are stinky, you need to